the golden house? It looked impressive enough from the... This is where all of Tibet's more... Oh, so it's a trap. But even if we can't or better yet, take a nap... Oh, right. It's quiet. Huh? Look! Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Where should I... If it weren't for that lovely little... stopping the more immense...
So you've been planning to take...
As one of the... She will get that which she... I'm not at... The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, either way. We now... The battle.
Battle? So you're...
When Signora... Instead of confronting you directly... When she faces a worthy... But as for me...
We won't let what happened in my...
Oh, so you... Besides, you could never... Fighting talk, I love... This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui hardener. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint me. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself, this is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the mighty Harbinger. Go! You're free now! Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you? You lose.
Look! Child's...
It seems the burden of... And now that I consider the matter, you had no connection to the Gnosis.
That's what we've been trying to tell.
Your show of ability today, you already know the answer. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, this battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow...
Pretty sure that's not the...
Unfortunately, given that the Gnosis wasn't in fact...
What? So you mean...
Yes, it seems that the guardian deity, as such...
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come. The truth is, unfortunately, we can...
So what are you planning to...
I will awaken the god that...
A god?
Osile, over... If such an ancient god, do you think the cunning Rex Lap...
But the Archon...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are such... Oh, Paimon remembers now!
Indeed. The one with the power of so many... Using the powers of ancient... But knowing that such an action... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Lyra, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone! That guy is fast! What's going on? Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Lyra yet, has it?
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have a...
Oh, Paimon gets... Just...
It's not just you, which is why we must...
So the Archon worked... So will the power of the...
We've already discussed this together.
What?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chi Sing did once, and as fate would have it, for what could you more to...
So be it. We haven't a moment to... Yep.
tracking!
Not too far now.
Cook this through. I miscalculated.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very Be careful not to get hit.
Back into it!
Mechanized pickaxe will answer for this activity. Every last one.
Fulfill my duty. Sometimes it's time.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, Sophie? Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
My work. Put your back into it. You're not going anywhere.
I miscalculated.
It isn't time for a break yet. My duty.
This isn't good. I guess this is it.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of a depth of energy at once.
This could hurt a little. Please save it.
Once you adapt it, try to use them in battle.
Let me amuse myself. Me. Just.
No excuse for slacking. My duty.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
other words, if we hold here, we'll have more to come, right?
Shine through along. Let me amuse myself a little. There you are, eavesdropper. Just once.
You're not going anywhere.
Numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrade!
No excuse for slacking.
The god in chief!
Time to fulfill my duty. No slacking off. My duty.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came?
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world, establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the four winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection, but it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror of Demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death, too? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is...
Is there anything I can do for you two? I'm afraid that Wangsheng funeral parlor isn't in the best state to receive guests.
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong? Last time we saw Zhongli, do you think he doesn't know about the attack? We had better go and...
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to the land? I'm sure you must have enjoyed that. Oh, it seems that some of your friends have arrived.
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And... you! You're also one of the Harbingers?
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of... Ah, right.
Well, if it isn't you two, this is our first time...
I'm a new...
Oh, now don't say... Besides, I thought we were getting... Nothing personal. We just... The real deceivers here are Senor, so...
Stop wasting time, child. You remember the agreement, Mora.
What in the world are you...
The contract is fulfilled.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an
I do not give it for free.
Yeah, you don't think... Wait, what?
Perhaps it's best, as you know. Even boulders that can... Until one drizzly day, I stood motionless.
Oh, Zhongli...
But as I began to consider, was Liyue? So I feigned my own death. Indeed I was. The gnosis, which I had kept for so many years, suddenly seemed to have lost its meaning. That's right.
So you mean that if...
Of course. And it, just as a child quickly...
In the end, take the Adepti, for instance. Credit is also due to Senor. This meant I could remain. All of these things turned out as I had expected them to. They seized the opportunity to...
Huh? That...
On the...
Hey, what about me?
I think that thanks would be... If you hadn't created the
Huh? Just whose side are you? Be that as it may.
Well then...
Fine.
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there...
Right! As young...
Realistically speaking...
Huh?
However, I am the my agreement with the cry. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for...
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we've spent so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
Well, since we're going... So Rex... Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility... Fatui? Shh. Lower you...
You know that god...
Yes.
Say.
Now that you mention... I mean it all... Still, what's...
Ah, forget it.
Hear ye all, the Chi-Sing's words. Though a dragon soars ageless, gods and adept rumors and hears having been thwarted in his trial, nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
So that something feels off. Could the Chi-Sing already... Did you... Exactly, right? It's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previous,
3,007.
we the people of Liu, now that we have awoke, will you stand with us as we
So concludes the words of Does Her Eminence the Yuheng?
Huh?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really
Is that the traveler who they say...
So young. The Liu Chi-Sing always... Name your price.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me?
But it seems... Well...
If you were looking...
The cleanup of the...
emotions, thinking that they'll never see Rex Lapis again. And here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more at ease after laying down the burden I have borne for 3,700 years? Right. If the two of you can spare the time, I should treat you to a meal at the Shinya kiosk.
Ha! That sounds like big talk, Zhang.
You're right.
But why would Morax lack Mora?
As the Rex Lapis Morax, I can easily create Mora. But since I have chosen to walk this earth as the mortal Zhongli, I should abide by the same rules that mortals do. When I was journeying with you, though I still had the Gnosis in hand...
Oh, no wonder! But since you weren't used to not being able to just make more...
Well, we were only spending in the city of commerce. The Archon Morax could never... I will treasure the memories that I made as... That is true. I fear that continuing your journey may... Yes. The nation has been closed. The Electro-Archon Ball. And just as the people of Liyue preferred to call me Rex Lapis, she too goes by another name among locals in Inazuma.
Paimon thinks we've heard that one before. Raiden?
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the Shogun of Inazuma, people call her the Raiden Shogun.
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Paimon doesn't remember that always being the case. Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there? Just how did Inazuma become a closed nation?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment in their life, the gods will look upon them with favor. This is what visions are. Magical foci bestowed upon those who have been acknowledged by the gods.
Uh-huh. That's how people in Teyvat see it.
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began promulgating the Vision Hunt Decree.
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within Inazuma's borders, and to inlay them upon the hands of the statue of the omnipresent god.
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the gods?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eyes, it is precisely because they are divine blessings that they should be under the sole dominion of divinity.
Whoa, that's harsh.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom, and the Geo Archon is the god of contracts. For her part, the Raiden Shogun is the god of eternity. It seems as though she has finally decided to eliminate any unstable elements that could pose a threat to her eternal realm. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now passed away, will only strengthen her resolve to pursue eternity. Knowing her, she must have again quoted that adage she is most fond of when proclaiming that decree to her people. 7 ideals for 7 gods, and of these, eternity is nearest unto the heavenly principles. All right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation. Have patience. I suspect that some serendipity must first come into play.
I'd have lost my... Long ago, if I allowed myself to be led to the whisper of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Between the beat. It's tough.
I have gathered everyone. Perhaps some of you will have heard.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber?
So the rumors...
Lady Ningguang, is it...
Patience. Nevertheless, the building site has been chosen. They are as follows. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance,
Only sufficiently Adepti Sigils. Although these three... I take the same... You may ask...
These things won't be...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much.
No.
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This...
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Yes.
Really? Then we'll never be short of Mora ever again.
The construction of the Jade... I have other business. Remember, this is a race against the clock.
Ningguang seems super busy. First we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, as it happens.
No.
Don't be like that. Why don't you stand there after her? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some use for it.
Traveler, please, over here. It has been a while since you joined the adventurers. Another person.
Yep, and...
Yes, let me consult.
Blonde. Wait, do you mean... Does that stranger's face look...
Like the honorary knights? No,
Serious?
that stranger, nonetheless. After all, and should the stranger be a strong adventurer indeed, you please don't talk down. Your deeds are the stuff of song for all the well, as to he stands guard, I wish you ever.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself to be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough. Taming the beast within is tougher.
We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective. I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
We should, take a break after all that running around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
When you lose your way, gaining some altitude can bring some perspective.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2... not so many as I